What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, another Friday Archives. I'm super stoked that this is able to still continue, and I haven't even gotten into the mini DV footage. We will be getting into that here pretty soon. I actually was supposed to make a Friday Archive video with John Moore, but he's been away on work, and I didn't want to do it without him because I didn't want to do the voiceover or talk about maybe the mindset that he was in during those tricks. I think it'd be a lot better if we involved him in that. So that will be next week's video, and then we will be diving into the mini DV tapes, and I actually anticipate many weeks of videos from the archives for the mini DV tapes. Thank you so much for the people that commented, giving me pointers on how to pull footage off of the bigger tapes. I still can't think of the name of it right now, but it's a bigger tape that you put inside of a VHS tape to be able to convert it to digital. So I will be doing that. I anticipate the series to be going on, I'd say at least 6 months, unless John has stuff on his laptop, which I'm pretty sure he does, and we got to be able to try to pull that off there. So what we're going to get into today are 3 different web edits. They were filmed in and around the same time, all around the same skate parks as well. They were up on my channel, but I ended up taking them down because I was hit with copyright strikes due to the music violations. Back when I put these edits up, there wasn't really any copyright infringement, stuff like that going on. So when I wanted to start a channel like this, in order to start the channel, I had to pull those videos down. But luckily I still have them, and we're going to get into it right now. So getting right into it, Hackettstown Skate Park. Let's pause that real quick. I know it's right off the rip and I'm pausing it right away. This is what I usually do. I try not to do it too much, but I get really stoked on basically old setups like this. Hackettstown Skate Park doesn't exist anymore, but this was by far one of the best setups I ever rode. This is called their Euro. Euro gap is like a step up to like almost like a fly out type of scenario. So it's not too intimidating when you're trying to do tricks. We're gonna rewind it real quick, and this is, I think it's one of the first 180 bars I did at the time. Bar, boom. Turn around. I was too stoked on that. Just hit it with a toboggan going in. I don't know why I filmed this in black and white. Truck up to whip in. That was, I think that was like one of my first, let me go back on that. That was one of my first whips at distance, and I was like super nervous. Let's hit play on this again. Yeah, Incline Club had one of these gaps as well, double whip up. That was, yeah, that was basically a setup to what you're probably going to see here in a couple seconds. 180 whip up. Yeah, that's another little setup. I was super stoked on this because this next trick you're about to see was, I think, one of the first ones at the time. There's only a handful of people doing these types of like double tail up variations. We're going to go back on that real quick. And looking back on the 180 double whip, like, I'm pretty sure I got bodied on this a lot. And going back on these mini DV tapes, we're going to be able to see all these like falls that led up to these completions of these tricks. Boom. Barely making it right there. You can see my footing was just like so off, but hey, you know, take what you can get. So as we're getting into this next one, this is whip to manual. And I'm pretty sure this is one of the first times I ever did down whip to manual. This is one of the best setups we ever had at Newport Skate Park. I mean, look at that background. Nosy manual. Can jam. I very rarely ever do like that combo, but I mean, you had so many options. Look at that, so many options at the skate park. I miss it. Whip to fakies. Yo, my gosh. Boom. Pause. We're going back. This, I'm pretty, so when you watch that last clip at Hackettstown, I did 180 catch, like 180 bar catch bar. This is where I was like kind of dabbling, and I couldn't figure out if I wanted to do like the catch bars like that, like slow, or if I wanted to do smack bars. I'm pretty sure like Garrett Reynolds at the time was the first one to do like bar and then just slap it around another bar. And that's what I did here. I'm pretty sure this is like one of the first ones I ever did. Might even be like one of the last ones because I didn't feel comfortable just slapping them again. It was just catch bar. So I'm gonna watch this again. You'll see, you're gonna see like my reaction, I guess, on how I land. Boom. So if you look back at that and we put it in slow-mo, you're gonna see how my hand, I don't even bother catching it. I just smack it around. And that used to be like the way to do things back then. Like you just send it. Foo-foo-noo, whip. Yeah, I mean, that was always a go-to for me. Hackettstown. Man, I love that setup. That's the thing, like looking back on this footage. Oh, what? Dude, this is actually when I first learned 3-tap to whips. And so going back on this now, so I came up, I manualed to 180 tap to whip in. I was super stoked on that. So like this makes me like really miss this era of riding. I mean, like today's riding, a double whip is nice. This setup was so good too. Flares to whips. I'm gonna hit pause real quick. So in my opinion, this is probably one of the best eras in BMX to have grown up because there's so many skate parks everywhere, so many people riding, so many people just stoked on riding as well. Not to say that that's not the scenario now where people aren't stoked on riding. It's just a different vibe. I don't know how to explain it. Also, there isn't nearly as many places to ride as there were back then. I mean, look at this. I mean, if this existed today, wow. I mean, think about that. I think Hackasoun's been closed near 10 years. I think it closed pretty soon after I filmed this video, and this video is about 10 years old. All 3 compilations of these videos. Let's get back into it. 3 whip up. Bar down. Oh my god, tucked up going down that too. 180 bar tire grab. I'm pretty sure I learned it in that session too. We're going back on this. That's crazy. Yeah, slow-mo, boom. Yeah, I get a nice little tap in there. It wasn't a nice solid grab, but it was a nice little tap. And this is, yeah, that was when I was getting comfortable with the whips in. 180 bar toboggan. Oh my gosh, I missed that trick. We're gonna have to get back into that one. I'm gonna have to slow-mo that one again. Boom, catch, grab the seat. That was one of those interesting tricks because I didn't do like a full bar and then grab toboggan. I caught switch toboggan at the time. So you can see my left hand is on the seat and it is a switch toboggan because you can see I'm going against my front foot. See, I was getting back into those whips. 180 slow bars. We still do those. Those are good. I just wish we had this type of setup to ride, man. I mean, you just feel so confident with it. Switch 180, look back. I'm pretty sure I don't do those anymore either. I'll do like a 3 look back. 180. Yeah, see, this opened up so many options to do switch 180s and stuff like that. Switch 180 no-hander there. Turn down in. Oh, pause. Pause in this. Alright, so this is the last clip of the video. We're going to talk about this one for a minute. I'm pretty sure at the time, it was like Scotty was doing the flares, Mark Webb, maybe Craig Mast. I'm not sure if he rides anymore. But there's a handful of people doing this. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I can do this. It doesn't look like it's that hard. It's just all mental and confidence. And as you can see here on the side of the screen, there's a foam pit. So I built my confidence up to be able to go up this. No lie, this probably took me all day to land this. Because every single time you come around, you have to get that timing perfect for those tires. So you can land a little bit sideways, wash out. I can't tell you how many times I fell off into the foam pit or even hit the fence that's on the right side there. But I was so stoked that when I landed this, I couldn't even think of like another trick to do in other than what you're about to see, which I'm kind of embarrassed. I wish I would have like gone a little bit harder on that. We're going to rewind it so you guys can see this again. I'm like super stoked on this. This is one of my favorite clips I think I've ever gotten. Yeah, I'm pumped on that. I can tell right there. And then we just hit it with a bar spin. I wish I would have tail ups on that one. I'm super pumped on these clips and be able to do this archive series with you guys. I cannot wait to dive into these mini DV tapes and really see all the footage that we didn't really put in web edits at the time because we didn't think they were that good, or even the falls. I think back then we tried not to put any falls in videos because we just wanted to get straight to the point. Nowadays, people want to showcase their falls before they ride, which is still pretty cool, but I know we have a lot of falls on footage, especially of John. We've got a lot of falls of John in so many different types of setups that he's ridden over the years. So I cannot wait to get into that video next Friday. If you guys have any suggestions for future videos, archive videos like this, how-to session videos, will it rides, you know what to do. Put them in the comments below. Be sure to check back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for new videos. And if you like this video, drop a like. If you love it, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.